Oh god, what a nightmare. Okay, sounds alright. Hey, take any pictures? Well, if you need over West Winterberry, show around. You already have a different girl. It's not like that. No need to hide it. It's important to get lost. Wow. Me and knew what we were talking about, even without hearing his whispering. I've heard through the grapevine that Mr. Tomitake is quite the catch himself. No, that wasn't my intention. Sure, keep up the good work and take plenty of pictures. See ya. Mion seemed to really want to get rid of this lout quickly. From the way she spoke, it seemed if Mion knew Tomitake-san quite well. How's he treating you, mister? Staying into the Watanagashi, that's the one. Yep, I plan to. After photographing the festival, I plan on heading back to Tokyo. Being a photographer sure is easy. Be sure to win some big award and become famous. You spent all our best years on photography after all. Hello, welcome back. You missed nothing. He's just talking about photography and how he's always got bitches by him. I don't think I'm that far gone. Don't they say that men start developing their own unique flavour in their 30s? Oh boy. What does it matter what you have taste like? That's so gross. Look at the time when you get back at the inn before it gets dark. Tomitake-san began to take his leave with a dry laugh. It did look like he was outmatched by Mion. Now then, I'll see both of you at the festival. Oh, I'm so tilted. It took me like an hour to fix that, and I'm pretty sure it would. I don't even know what fixed it, honestly. I reinstalled it so many times that I don't know when it worked. I don't even know why that, like, a few scenes just broke. But it's not the new CG. It's just like, I guess it trying to find that file or something. Just it didn't work. I don't know why. This game is just weird. After waving a hand cheerfully, Tomitake-san disappeared amidst the cries of the Higurashi. The way he's going, he probably won't ever get famous. I had him promise he'd display a picture of me even if he ever opened up a gallery, but I don't think that will ever happen. So you know Tomitake-san? Yeah, he's an acquaintance of sorts, but you know how easy it is to tell who's an outsider. It sounded like you meet him all the time. Tomitake-san comes around to Hinamiya regularly, maybe 2-3 times a year. He says he's taken pictures of the seasonal scenery and wild birds, but, well, those photos really are nothing to phone home about. The image Mion painted of Tomitake-san was fairly unique. The Tomitake-san I knew was more mysterious. The words flowed naturally from my mouth. I wonder if he's really here to take pictures of birds. Mion stared blankly at me, and as if to ask, why do you say that? It just seems he's here for something other than taking pictures, I think. Don't you get that feeling? Like about... Son of a bitch. Like about that incident, the dismemberment. Oh, you too? If so, you've got good instincts, Kei-chan. She agreed with what I thought, but was quite chipper in how she said it. You knew about it then, Mion? Of course. He must be able to pull one over on everyone else, but he can't fool this old man. Star! Mion was posturing pretentiously, but I had easily come to a very different conclusion from what she was imagining. Yeah, another scene that works. I think they should probably all work now. The ones... It was weird. In the original CG, like the backgrounds of the classroom scene, there was 2 different ones. Like one facing left and one facing right. Like they're slightly different. But there was only like one. Just like... Unless they were just basically the same. But whatever. It looks like it's working now. I'll just save like every minute just to make sure. It felt like all apprehensions I had about Tomitake-san disappeared, lifting a burden off my shoulders. I was finally able to appreciate how clear the evening sky over Hinamiya was. I exhaled everything in my lungs and inhaled just as much. It smelled like dusk. What is it, Kei-chan? It's just that I never thought the cries of the Higurashi could feel this good. It's becoming second nature to me. I couldn't even like hear them. They just blended in. What's gotten into you all of a sudden, Kei-chan? We both continue to giggle, not knowing why. I wonder what Reina is doing. I bet she's getting her fill of Rika-chan. Oh boy. She's probably in the middle of asking her over so she can treat her to dinner. It'd be great if she's able to take her home. I wonder. Rika-chan's pretty good at that stuff. Yeah, I feel the same. The head pattern penalty was probably from Rika-chan. Oh god, of course it was. I thought so too. The only one who could get away with patting his head is Rika-chan after all. Just pointless chit chat. Yeah, this is pretty much like the whole of this game. It's just pointless chit chat. The hot day felt like it was being cooled down by the cries of the Higurashi. Next scene. It's still cut off. It should be like widescreen with support, but Christ, if I can't get the voices to work. Community notice. Alright. Okay. A fate worse than death. Okay, a few new tips. Community notice. These are usually like more interesting than the damn game so far. Yay, more CG that works. We're greeting the end of the rainy season sooner than in prior years. On this day, when it feels like summer, these cicadas are really loud now. On this day, when it feels like summer will soon arrive, I'm pleased that everyone is in good health. The season for the Onikakushi is finally upon us. I believe the assistance of the town council will make this a wonderful festival. I also wish to ask for the assistance of everyone in regards to a few things. 1. Collecting bizarre goods. We look forward to a well-received Hinamizawa Grand Bazaar exhibition. I'll donate a massive collection of excess goods and used clothing. No raw goods, please. Management, Makina. Makina. Recruiting Little Festival Drum Dancers. The renowned Little Festival Drum Dancers group, known for its careful choreography, their showful society is taking last-minute participations. We're looking for any showboat elementary and middle schoolers. Management, so it doesn't matter. Okay, this is just for the festival. I don't think this is important. Yeah, that was just bullshit. Okay, that's fine. Continue. A few days have passed since the incident. During that time, either Mion was busy or Rika-chan had to help with the festival preparations, so we couldn't get everybody together for club activities. Even though I thought I would never want to participate again after the years, it shaved off my life each time, and not having it only made my heart grow fonder. I really am not honest with myself. Today we finally had our club activities again. I assume the incident they just mean the card game there thing. I assume. Unless it just like skipped the chapter and we just missed like the most important part. These weren't the same old club activities. It was called the Onikakushi, I've nailed it, 5 Demon Firefight, and it was one of the biggest events in the club. Yay, what CG that works? I'm just gonna cheer every time something works. Keiichi, does this yukata still fit you? Can you try it on for a second? I'm pulled out the old dusty yukata. No, I don't need a new yukata. Those are embarrassment. I'll just get my normal clothes. But this is a festival. Wear it okay. Reina and the others still said regular clothes are just fine. If I was the only one wearing a yukata, it'd be even more embarrassing. I put on the same vest as usual. Oh, his vest looks retarded as well. It's like it only covers like the top half of his torso, and it's got like no sleeves, and it just looks ridiculous. It's the festival day. Yeah, I think that's when spooky stuff starts happening. I think. Something definitely happens. I'm sure of it. It's been so long, but I'm sure something kind of happens soon. I'll be going with Arena and the others, so you don't need to worry about me. Is that so? I'll be going with Dad when he wakes up. Then let out his loud snore from the sofa. From how it looks, he must have pulled an all-nighter last night. He just finished sending in his manuscript, so he might not wake up for a while. It seems my dad writes for art magazines sometimes too. I never read it though. I wonder if my dad is really a famous artist. Since his own son is saying something like that, I can't imagine he's selling all that well. But he's able to feed the family of 3, and my life isn't exactly full of hardships. It could be that he's some master painter and I didn't even know about it. Keiichi-kun, are you home? It's already time. I didn't want them coming here, so I was planning on leaving early and waiting outside. Are they in Yukatas? They're not. I'm disappointed. Oh my, it's Reina-chan. Thank you for looking after Kate. Oh, that's not mine. Okay. He's also been looking out for. Why are you blushing just for meeting my mum? Don't get all flustered. It really doesn't feel right. Let's go, Reina. Since Reina will continue to space out if I left her here, I grabbed her hand and dragged her out. Reina-chan, look after Keiichi for me. Yes, ma. Even if it means I must sacrifice myself, star. Then why don't you do it right now? She waved back, even as I was dragging her away. Okay, Keijin, you hungry today? We'll take care of that at all these stalls. You thought I'd let myself get full knowing the club activities will involve the stores. Wouldn't have it any other way. Where are Riki-chan and Sataka? Are they already at the temple? Yep, Riki-chan is a festival committee member after all. Sataka-chan is probably with her as well. I see. Alright, let's make some noise today. Yeah. We were already in high spirits with just the three of us here. Funky music change. Yay, more backgrounds at work. Max's game. That is some awful artwork. Cute little bunny. Octopus. It was way more lively at the Furude Shrine than the last time I came, far exceeding my expectations. Throngs? I've never heard that way to describe that. Throngs of people were crammed between rows of market stalls lined with colourful paper lanterns. Despite that, it was actually quite enjoyable. There are sure lots of people here. I can't believe they all live in Hinimazawa. Everybody attends the Watanagashi. I think about half the villagers here. It's not just that. Municipal? I can't even process that word. Whatever. Youth councils from neighbouring towns and villages advertise this event as well. That's right. There aren't that many students at our school, but there are a lot of kids here today. It just doesn't feel like a festival unless there are kids running around after all. Municipal. I don't even know how to say it. That's true, I agree. Hello and good evening. These two knew everybody we came across. Of course, I greeted them as well, but I still wasn't familiar with everybody yet. Oh, Reina-chan, thanks for the food you bought me a while back. My son loved it. He said it was delicious. Oh, that's another woman. Okay. Oh, it's nothing at all, Star. I'm glad he liked it. Say hello to Kazuma-kun for me, please. Hey, if it isn't Sonozaki Uju-chan. Okay, whatever. I'm in charge of a stand against this year, so make sure you come and visit. Pops, have you gone fatter? You end up having a heart attack with a gut like that. Oh, this kid here is new. Are you one of her underclassmen? He's one of my members, an upcoming hopeful. If you cross him, he could crush your stand in one night. You got little Missy Sea-Love Improver, I see. Hope you take it easy on me. As you can imagine, Mion was chatting away with the old guys running the stalls. Yeah. Mii-chan is really energetic after all. She's really popular with the older men. Okay, that's a bit weird. I think Raina's is pretty popular too, being cute and all. That was, of course, so long as her little condition didn't flare up. But as long as she's blushing quietly, she's pretty cute. I'm popular with some people, really? Really with some people. I evaded her giving a straight answer by roughly tousling her hair. The stall keepers came all the way from town. It's not really a festival without them after all. So we're going to mess with them now. I don't care what kind of match it is, I'm going to win it. Oh yeah. I didn't read that. Oh, that's not why. Oh yes, I'll try it too. Hey, you're all very late, and it's unacceptable to keep a lady waiting, Keiichi-san. Oh, my bad. So where is this lady I've kept waiting? Missed that one as well. What did you just say? Alright, Satoko was in top form as well. Seemed like she was all excited about being able to get everybody in the club together for the first time in a while. No wonder it takes them so bloody long to translate it, that's all. Whoa, Rika-chan, cute! Reina let out an elated sigh. It's... Rika's not even here. It seemed that the real lady had made her appearance. Oh, there she is. Oh, that's actually pretty cute. Good evening, everyone. Good evening to Keiji as well. Woo, looking good. You're looking sharp again this year. Cute, gonna take you home. Rika-chan was wearing a Shrine Maiden's outfit. Yep. Reina's little outburst was completely understandable. Rika-chan's clothes sure look like the real deal. Is that a real Shrine Maiden's outfit? Yeah. My grandmother made them by hand. They're quite authentic. Rika-chan has an important task to do at the end of the festival, so she's wearing this. I see. Rika-chan was on the executive committee because she performed all the Shrine Maiden rituals for the festival. Oh no, not rituals. It's gonna be curses. My work is only during the finale of the festival, so I can still play for a while. But we cannot afford to waste any time. Let us begin. How right? What? How do you even say that? It felt good to wander around the festival with just the five of us. Mion called everyone over to the stand that caught her attention and proposed a rather odd competition. Rituals. Yeah, 100% she dies. Don't worry. Takoyaki eating race. Everyone has to buy their own. Ready? Go! A standard in vendor stores, the takoyaki stand. What was especially standard for these kind of events was the fact that they were only simply balls of dough, takoyaki in name only. It burns! You okay, Keiji? Can have some water? No, water makes it worse, you silly fool. Eating those scalding takoyaki whole is suicide. I guess the trick is to buy the ready-made ones that have been left there for a while. They really don't taste good. But still next to it was a shaved ice stand. It was still a bit too early in the season for that, but right then it didn't matter. Let's do shaved ice this time. It's a shaved ice eating race. Ready, go. Shaved ice eating race? I can't. Oh, that's just like brain freeze central. As long as you can melt it a bit with your body heat, then it's so cold. Not smart. This old man ordered it with plenty of syrup. It will melt quickly when it's mixed up. Ew, what syrup? These stooges were too late. The moment they chose to attack it head on was their downfall. Phew, finished. Kei-chan is done. That was too fast. It couldn't be, Keiji-chan. You didn't add water from the goldfish tank behind you, did you? Ah, oh, evil. That can't taste very good. Oh, that's violent. Next to that was another old favourite, a cotton candy stand. Why don't we do this one next? Of course it's a speed eating contest. Jesus Christ. Hey, how do you eat cotton candy quickly? How? On Satoko's mark, Mion, Satoko, and I all compressed the cotton candy with our bare hands. Oh, why? That's ruining it. The time it took to stick... The time it took to stick the whole thing in our mouths, 3 seconds. I expected Satoko to figure it out, but I didn't think Kei-chan would too. Yeah, that's just gonna be like sticky forever. I can't have you treating me like I'm a newbie forever, can I? It wouldn't taste very good. Rika-chan has also crushed it between her hands and stuck it into her mouth. This is very lewd. This is probably the only place in Japan where people eat cotton candy like this. I only think Reina's cotton candy was happy with how it was eaten, but it felt like we'd end up doing stuff like eating noodles to the nose. Oh. Oh. What? No. Or human water pump at the goldfish scoop at the rate. Oh, that's violent. Jesus. Or vile, I mean. This old man will probably still win too. I'm simply no match for me and son when it comes to eating repulsive things. Yeah, seriously. What's up with you guys? Are you telling me you don't want to have a blue Hawaii topped yakisoba eating contest? Shake shake. Both Satoko and I shook our heads in unison. Wait, were they saying shake shake? What? Can we have a game that doesn't involve food this time, can I? Reina's proposal was a godsend. It was about time we played a different kind of game. It also seemed like neither Reina nor Rika-chan were good at speed eating or gorging themselves. Okay Reina, I'll let you pick out the next game. Anything is fine. Well then, I'm going to be the judge. Find cute things on the festival grounds. You have 1 minute. Fine by me, I know exactly what Reina likes. Alright, I think I can do that. Ready, go. Oh, why ain't Keiji-kun and Rika-san starting? Why not? Mikio and Satoru dashed off madly, but Riki-chan and I calmly stayed right where we were. Could it be you've already found it? The cute thing? We've already found it, Keiichi, too. Is it just like her? Yeah. What is it? What is it? I can't wait. Both Riki-chan and I stood motionless for those few moments before Mian and Satoko returned. This is probably the first time we've gone head to head like this. It will be the first. Riki-chan, you expect to win with that, huh? I am a member of this club as well. Win by any means in us is our society's third rule. Riki-chan sneered to the best of her ability. You're on. Both Mion and Satoko came back, each with their own plan of attack stuffed in their arms. Okay, let's go in order. Let's start with the club president, Mi-chan. Too bad you guys, I'm ending this now. Wow, that was spooky. I'm ending this now. This old man bought this. Where did she get those? They were old tin diamond shaped signs. Pleb curry, snake coil incense, almost says the other word, and Aronamine C. Aronamine C. How about this? I don't know what that is. That's very understated, a little too understated, Mion. I used to see those stuck up on a barbed wire fences. They were more nostalgic than cute. Can you explain what part of that is cute? But they were puffs of smoke noisily shooting out of Reina's ears. Nose, almost like a steam train. I didn't get it. I should be up next. It is this. It was the hand-drawn poster from the Ladies' Society's roasted corn stall. It was a really bad sketch done by a housewife. An anthropomorphic roasted corn drawn without any sort of real plan. Its very existence invited a sense of sorrow to the viewer. But she loved it. Boop. That was the sound of blood jetting out of Reina's nose. It seemed to have been rated higher than Mion's. I really didn't get it. It feels like your artistic sense is a little avant-garde by about 5 eons. Oh, these were nothing but mass-produced signs after all. They had no chance against something hand-drawn. I couldn't even begin to follow the way those guys were thinking. Then I will be next. Next is Rika-chan, is it? What can you even do without anything? Did you and Satoko both forget? If Rika-chan felt like it, she could simply, after moving back about 10 yards, she began waddling up to Reina. Seeing that, both Mion and Satoko gasped. Oh no, it's too late. Rika-chan tripped over nothing and lay motionless after falling down. Reina hurried over to her. Rika-chan, are you alright? Rika-chan had a lump on her forehead and tears welled up in her eyes. Only her fingers peeked out from her sleeves. This was the vital part. The bottoms of her hands were covered by her sleeves. She made just a single sound. Mew. Yeah, I was waiting for that. Oh, cute. Oh god, I usually could just do it using herself. Going to take you home. I completely forgot on that. The play I personally had to use. Reina's face went completely red, her head bobbing back and forth with excitement. She embraced Rika-chan and began rubbing her cheek against her. I'd expect no less from her. Not a single element was overlooked. Lolly, Shrine Maiden, brink of crying. Mew, it was perfect. A simple trip, transcended into pure merit. Now this is what you call art. I agree. Kei-chan has a pretty weird definition of art. I'll just pretend the sharp string of those words cutting through me like a razor was a figment of my imagination. Rika-chan turned her gaze to me with a daunting smile as she was caressed by Reina, who was in full cute mode. Now Keiichi, can you beat me? That cold smile is frightening, Rika-chan. It must just be my imagination, but I see a demon inside her sometimes. Oh, is that foreshadowing? Kei-chan seems to have her own plan of attack. I wonder what he's going to show her. I also wish to observe the play Kei-chan would make. Is it? I'm not sure. Is it? Could it be? Is Keiichi also going to give a performance? I basked in their pointed stares. I pulled Reina, who gave no sign of cancelling out of Cupid, away from Mika-chan. How cute thing, star Keiichi-kun, let's go. I'll show you something even cuter, so just hold on for that now. Huh? Oh, something even cuter? But it's a bit too crowded here. Let's go back there. Reina looked very surprised as I pulled her behind the shrine. I cannot fathom what Keiichi-san could possibly be planning. This is Kei-chan after all. No, it couldn't be. Keep on fighting, yeah. Yeah. After a bit, I returned. I thought they had like a minute. And a bit after that, so did Reina, dragging her feet. There's no way that scoundrel Kei-chan did something to innocent little Reina. Mion and Satoko passed by me, heading straight to Reina. What exactly did he do to you? For a moment, Reina was too dazed to realize someone was talking to her. How? Oh, it's Michan. How? Reina, are you alright? Did Kei-chan do anything to you? No, he didn't do anything strange to me. This is quite severe. Exactly what did Keiichi-san show you? I also don't like silence. This is weird. I feel like the BGM's broke now. It was so cute. How? Star? Cute. What did he show you, Reina? Okay, I really don't like why is it silent. Why is it silent? Please don't tell me something broke. Her eyes sparkled as she spoke. Cute, so cute, star. It was Keiichi-kun's furry... Okay, apparently it didn't. It was furry little seal. Wamp, whoa. In the blink of an eye, Mion and Satogo's elbow smashed into my face. Huh? What? Showing Reina something so dirty? You sick pervert. I shall have you beaten into oblivion. Wait, you've got it all wrong. A dark billion aura flowed from Mion and Satoko. It was no good. They're gonna kill me. Michan, I'm not sure what's going on, but you've got it all wrong. You see, Keiichi-kun had... It's a fur silk keychain. Rika-chan stuck her hand into my pocket and pulled out my keychain. He made it long ago for one of his summer school assignments. He said he doesn't show it that often because it's embarrassing. Yeah, so small and cute. He tried his best to make it. It's so wonderful, star. Oh, this old man thought you meant it was Keiichi's cute little fur seal. Oh, I expect no less from Mion-san. You misconstrue things in the wildest of ways. They slung insults at each other and looked like they were ready to tear into each other at any second. I beg of you, if I'm in the clear, would you mind getting off of me? We were interrupted by the flash of a camera. Oh hey, do you not have any other clothes? This is slightly odd. We're interrupted by the flash of a camera. Hey guys, you all seem energetic as usual. It was Tomitaki-san. As I lay crumpled on the ground, Mion and Satoko continued to bicker above me. Hello, Swole Man. Rika-chan was patting me on the head and Reina was still in cute mode. It was probably quite a lively scene. It's a fine evening indeed, although it's rather poor etiquette to photograph a lady without her permission. That's right, at least you don't really need Satoko's permission. Satoko dug her heel into me. What a bitch. Oh my god, I hate when they just glitch. It just... horrible flashbacks. Good evening, you're heading back tomorrow, aren't you? Were you able to take lots of good photos? Thanks to you, I got plenty of good shots. Why thanks to me? What did you do to me? Tonight is the last we can see old Tomitaki-sama, isn't it? It's such a shame, Star. Hurry up and have your major breakout soon. Just as rude as ever, aren't you? I really am sad I won't be able to hear that voice of yours for almost half a year. Be sure to have as much fun as you can tonight. You'll be back in Tokyo tomorrow after all. That's true. It will be another 6 months until I can enjoy another night where I can see the stars. Tomitaki-san looked up at the sky cheerfully. At the moment, even though he was smiling, I sensed a bit of sadness. Why don't you move here, Tomitaki-san? In Hinamazawa? Tomitaki-san was speechless. It's not very convenient here. No shops or recreational spots. There might not be anything really here, but you know, everyone knew what I was trying to say. Tomitaki-san was also well aware. So Reina, Mion, Satoko, and Mika-chan. None of them butted in. I've only been here for less than a month, so I don't really know everything about it. Normally I'm a really talkative guy, but in situations like this I'm at a loss for words. Even though all this was happening in such a boisterous setting, it felt like all the background noise was fading into the distance. This place is probably... Tomitaki-san rested his hand on me gently, silencingly. Thank you, Keiichi-kun. Mion-chan and Reina-chan, Satoko-chan and Mika-chan. Tomitaki-san's smile was so slight that it looked as if it was going to crumble at any minute, but it was warm. I also think it would be great if I could live here. Those might have been cruel words coming from a kid who didn't need to worry about working to feed himself. A hand touched my back. It was Reina. Keiichi-kun, you shouldn't pick on our dots. It's not nice. The background clam up the festival returned. We won't be seeing him for a while after all. We need to make sure Tomitaki-san also enjoys tonight. When Reina smiled, the mood instantly got brighter. That's true, I think I'll do just that. Hey Mei-chan, how about it? Can we let Tomitaki-san into our club activities? Yeah, that's a great idea. Also I thought, but Mion had a snobbish look on her face. One of the requirements for membership is residence in Hinamazawa, you see. Come on Mei-chan, just for today, don't be mean. Well, he does come around often every year. I'll make him an honorary citizen. Whoa, yay. Now then. I wonder if this aged fellow, well past his prime, will be a match for me. Oh. Let him show us the wisdom of a mature adult. Can you keep up with us, young uns? Young uns. What's that shortening? Young uns. Young ones. Yeah. Oh, young uns. I was trying to think of like what goes in front of whatever. I keep forgetting they use like the slang. Tomitaki-san stepped back slightly at our audacious grins. I, Mion Sonozaki, club president, do hereby authorize honorary citizen Tomitaki's entry into our club. Her words were quickly drowned out by our cheers. What do you mean by club? What our club does, you see, in order to cope with our complicated society, we perform various activities with various rules. Sometimes they are in your favour, and sometimes they work against you. I'm pretty weak, so I'd prefer you not single me out. Let's try to get along. She said that before. If you wish to mock our childish games, then this will be the perfect opportunity. We'll leave you with nothing. We won't even leave the hairs on your butt. So it's a club where we play games together. Of course, Rika-chan was the only one to give an answer that made sense. Sensible Rika-chan. Alright, just what I wanted. I'll take you up on the challenge. Don't be too rough on me, my mentors. Tomitaki-san got riled up and did a victory pose like he was 10 years younger. I started like at like almost 8, but then it broke. I don't know, I probably did about 45 minutes earlier, 45 minutes to an hour of it was just like they were just playing games in the classroom. And then the backgrounds broke and it took me like an hour to fix the backgrounds. And now we're at the festival, the village festival, and they've just been kind of doing some bullshit stuff. You haven't missed anything too important. Just kind of like character development, etc. We continued walking through the festival with Mion in the front. Now we look like a family of 6. Yeah, I know. He's Mr. Swole Man. Now we look like a family of 6. It had some intensity to it. Same rules as always. The loser will, of course, be subject to a penalty. Tomitaki-san was a bit surprised, but to us, it was just the same as always. I'm not giving a damn. Yeah, I know, right? Regardless of how terrible a penalty it was. Just don't lose. Reina was also brimming with determination. She didn't have any intention of losing. That's true. I tussled Reina's hair to lighten the mood, she giggled to hide her embarrassment. I see, this is what it means to feel like a kid again. Tomitaki-san whispered that to nobody in particular. At that moment, we heard an old man call out in a strong voice. Looking over, I realised it was the man Mion had greeted right before the festival. Oh, he's not important. He doesn't get a avatar. You're here, little Miss Sonozaki. Seems like you brought quite the crowd. We came to eradicate your entire store. Oh, poor guy. Is it going up? It might be. His store was a shooting gallery. It was the usual setup where you had to knock down the prize you wanted with a cork gun, and they're all rigged to shit. The rules are simple. 3 shots, the winner is whoever gets the biggest prize. Everybody shouted their agreement. There was no need to consider how to win, since the condition for victory was simply size. The biggest prize at the store, it went without question. It was that one, wasn't it? Whoa, that teddy bear, cute. Reina was gazing longingly at a large stuffed animal. It was intentionally placed on an unsteady platform, so it was possible to get it if you hit the right spot. I mean, that bag at the top looked bigger than the teddy bear, but, you know, who am I to question? It's magnificently set up to make someone think that. Not bad, Keiichi-san. I figured you would see through this scam instantly. The most logical course of action would be to aim for the candy or a doll. I mean, I guess they just bollocksed up the CG, because there's loads of things that's at least the size of that, if not bigger. I mean, look at all this. Like, gun's bigger, like, useless. The intent analysis had already begun. In this club, you'll get eaten alive if you don't come prepared. Everything hinges on what plan you can come up with before the main event. At some point, a large crowd had gathered around us, making a big fuss. There was this much of a following for our club's infamous event. Knocking that bear down ensures a win. Only 3 shots. To use them all just try, that'd be rough. Hey, I have other customers waiting, you know. Who's up first? The first one has the advantage of being able to aim for the easier prizes, but it's dangerous to compete without knowing the gun's quirks. Tomitaki-san's take on the situation was pretty good. He gets what our club is about. Oh god, this scene's gonna go on for like 20 minutes, I bet you. Well then, to be fair, how about using rock, paper, scissors to decide? How about it? That's really the only way. Rock, paper, scissors. I'm glad they actually wrote it properly and not as like rock, scissors, paper, or paper, rock, whatever the hell they do in Japan. I'm pretty sure they do it differently. Or in America, I don't know. Rock, paper, scissors, hell yeah. After a couple of matches ended with me on being first. I didn't want to end up first. Oh well, I just think it is a handicap. Gramps, gun, here you go. Joking, po. What? Alright. When the shooting range guy handed her a rifle, Mion looked it over intently. She didn't forget to check the cork bullet either. Okay, this gun is brand new, isn't it? No faults, not bad. Mion raised the gun in one swift motion. It was completely different from her careful inspection. She was shooting from the hip. I think she just dislocated it. Fire. Reload. Flop. Flop, flop. 3 candy boxes fell, one after the other. A big haul. The crowd paused in a moment of awe and then erupted in cheers. Whoa, awesome. That was quite good. Tomitaki-san was at a loss for words ever seeing such shooting prowess. Amazing, Mi-chan. 3-3. Her accuracy was incredible. Her choice of targets wasn't bad either. The 3 Mion had gone through were fairly large and pretty easy to knock over. They were all targets with very high return on investment. Who's up next? Satoko? Careful, the bullets are light. Next was Satoko. The rifle looked a bit big for her lithe body? Lithe? I haven't seen that word before. But it didn't seem like she had any problems with the weight. She's used to killing loads of people. Of course, I shall aim for the grand prize. She claimed that she was going after the teddy bear. Damn, Satoko, such a bold move. The moment she knocks it over, she's guaranteed to be in first. Good luck, Satoko-chan. Satoko was the opposite of Mio. She aimed at the target quite carefully and squeezed the trigger. Bah, these bullets are too light. The first 2 bullets struck the bear in the torso, but it only shifted a bit. You need to aim higher towards the head or it won't work. Satoko's third bullet wasn't aimed at the bear, but at the candy box below its arm. I hate to say it, but it appears the bear is just too much for me. She went boldly after the big couch, but since she switched over to less impressive prey at the last second, the crowd only gave a strange laugh. I'm not sure, maybe. This is all like a distraction so we can take pictures of them. Were they laughing because she lacked the courage? These fools know nothing. At a fine attempt, Satoko, you've gotten better. The palm of Mion's outstretched hand went pump, and it tapped down light on Satoko. She appeared to just be talking hot air, but this was actually completely calculated. Damn that Satoko. Just to avoid being in last place, she dared to switch over to an easy target. Without shame or honor, magnificent. I'll allow you to take the bear, Reina-san. I pray for your victory. Calculated. Okay. Thanks so much, Satoko-chan. Star, how, bear-san, Shokud. Reina was up next. She couldn't hit their broadside of a bonnet as regular Reina, but she said that the bear was cute. I wonder how Reina-chan will do. I hope she's able to hit at least one. You're underestimating Reina, Tomitaka-san. Heh. It's Reina, you know. It's Reina Ryugu, you know. If it was to get that teddy bear, whoa. Tomitaka-san whirled away to see what all the commotion the spectators were making was all about. If it was to get that bear, she'd be able to shoot through a pinhole. The one known as Reina Ryugu could do it. Shaking. It's shaking. How cute. Reina couldn't hide her excitement over the bear's slow rocking. Reina couldn't lose. Not bad, Reina-san. The less calculated you become, the stronger you get. Jesus Christ, that made such a loud noise. Whoa, another big cheer. Reina's bullet hit the bear's forehead again. Not enough. The bear seemed to wobble more than... That was just a wobble? Jesus Christ. Not her eyes have been torn out. No, I don't think that's what it said. But it might not be possible. You never know. With Reina-chan's skill, it might be. While Tomitaka-san was just as excited as the crowd, Ryuki-chan's analysis was not swayed by emotion. If Reina-chan had 10 more shots, then she could surely knock it over. But with just one more, no matter how you look at it, no go. How are you even supposed to knock it off? Like, there's a wall behind it. What? It would just like hit it backwards, wouldn't it? The crowd let out a dejected groan. She had shot it right in the forehead 3 times. It was a bit late, but they gave her a good round of applause for the attempt. This game is dodgy. What, like every carnival game ever? How, bear son? Take him home. How? She had been praised for her valor, but she had no trophies to show for it. Then at the moment, the old man flicked one of the candy boxes with his finger and handed it to Rain. Oh, hey, this is for you, little lady. Oh god, he's trying to get into her pants. You're giving this to me? How? The gods wouldn't forgive me if I let you go home empty-handed after such a display. There was another shower of applause. They're just clapping for anything. Raina turned bright red, and I pulled her back over to her behind. You did a good job. Your cute mood really surprised me. I really wanted Mr. Bear. Wow. It was easy to see that I only needed a little more to be knocked over. Raina had done quite a lot for me. I still needed to pay her back for that delicious picnic. Alright then, I'll get it and give it to you. What? Tomitaka-san had stolen the words right out of my mouth. What a dickhead. He's cucking me. Okay, please, Mr. Tomitaki-san. Oh, I added a mister. Whatever, good luck. Damn you, old man Tomitaki, stealing the good parts for yourself. A small hand stretched over and fell gently on my head just before I was overcome with frustration. You keep on fighting too, Keiichi, okay? Tomitaki-san carefully studied the bear. Set in his sights, he shouldered the rifle while holding the other 2 shots in his hand. Why is he doing that? Yes, no doubt. Tomitaka-san is aiming for. He's probably going to aim for something like above it, and then it will knock the bear down, maybe. The time between shots was short. It was meaningless to shoot again once it stopped shaking, so Tomotechi-san was relying on rapid fire to win the battle. How smart. It was visibly wobbling much more than it had ever before, but that was all. It still didn't fall over. Oh, too bad. All of Reina's momentary expectation from watching it sway violently turned into a dejected sigh. I really thought it would work. Oh, it seems that since you're a man, you will not be receiving any candy. That was correct. It meant Tomotechi-san had no spoils of war. So both Kei-chan and Miki-chan can just shoot down a small easy prize and avoid being dead last. Avoid being the loser, huh? Oh, sorry about that. It's your turn next, Keiichi-kun. Best of luck. It was the 5th shooter. I took the rifle from Tomotechi-san. If I took the Rita's route, as Mion had suggested, then I'd go for a small target, except when I picked up that rifle, I definitely got a feeling from it. It was burning passion. Yeah, that's fine. I don't blame you. They do make the fluff quite interesting though, surprisingly. Passed down to me by Tomotechi-san, the regret of not being man enough to fool the bear that Reina wanted. Yes, that's right. If I didn't aim for the bear, then I wouldn't be a man. After all, that was my promise to Reina. This is the great quest of Reina's panties. To shoot down that bear, then it gives to Reina that one. You're mean. The crowd went wild when they saw our conversation. Cool, Oni-chan, you got balls, man. Wait, what? Who says that? Who said that? That's not it. Fine men of the crowd. If I didn't do this, then Reina might mug the old man running the stall on his way home. I believe that. No, that's not it. That's not it at all. Why can't I just express my honest feelings? Keiichi-san surely talks the talk, but how do you actually intend to bring down the bear? Reina and Tomotechi-san's shots did make it tilt a bit, but I think finishing the job will be difficult. Keiichi-kun, if only there was some way to shoot faster, I'd be able to pile more power on the sway from each hit. Good luck, Keiichi-kun. After taking 2 deep breaths, I shouted over to the guy, 2 more rifles. Huh? The crowd murmured amongst themselves. Wait, is he going to shoot all 3 at once? I wonder what Keiichi-san is up to. One person can't handle 3 rifles at once. I get it. Nice thinking, Kei-chan. Mion was able to figure it out magnificently. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's against the rules, let's face it. I'm pretty sure you can only use 1 gun. That's right. By putting 3 preloaded rifles next to each other, Tomotechi-san went silent, appearing to me that he's a genius. And the bear through his lens, his photographer's blood predicted a miracle would occur, and then the crowd finally picked up on what I was planning. They let out a great cheer. They chanted my name, Keiichi. Rapid fire is the key. If I miss, all is for naught. After letting out a deep breath, I paused. Relax. Now. What the fuck is this sound? This is so weird. I felt like I could see the trajectory of the bullets. Oh my god, he's got bullet time. Hit it and knock it down. The first shot hit the bear on his head. The second, the third, the bear sway hard and then... Did he get... Christ, that made such a crash. Triple wielding you could shooting better. Yeah, woo. The cheers began before the stuffed animal even finished falling off the shelf. The guy caught it before it hit the ground and tossed it over to me. Hey, congratulations, dude. You actually knocked it over. You got me. Amazing. You got me. You beat my rigged game. Amazing. Congratulations, Keiichi-kun. Keiichi-san has finally learned how to use his head. I see you in a slightly better light now. High praise. I didn't do it all by myself. Everyone hit it and those small bits together brought it down. This trophy belongs to all of us. Right, this is from all of us working together. Me didn't hit it in a single time. Ugh. After holding up the teddy bear like it was a championship trophy, I handed it to Reina. Here, this is from me. No, from everyone. Thanks for always making your delicious lunches. Reina's thinking she was never actually going going to get it was momentarily speechless. I can't, Keiichi-kun. This is everyone's after all. In that case, I was the one who knocked it down, and it's mine. It's mine. So I'm giving it to Reina. I pushed the stuffed animal towards her again. This time she embraced and accepted it. You've watched out for me ever since I moved here after all. I'm really grateful, you see. This is some Matrix shit. Damn straight. Thanks a lot. How, Keiichi-kun, thanks so much, Star. Reina dove at me. Oh boy. Here we go. This is what it was all worth it for. Me and Tommy told me a few days later that Reina kissed me, but I didn't realize it during all the excitement at the time. I remember what I was trying to say to Tomitaki-san earlier. There really isn't really much of anything here, but there are lots of things you can't find anywhere else. I gained a lot from coming to Hinamizawa, especially at that moment. The crowd's cheers echoed on and on. Was that a flash forward? I want this to be made into a... It actually is. That is actually a live action film with this, I'm pretty sure. Higurashi live action. Yep, it is. It exists. From the altar set up in front, I don't know how much, I don't know if you want to read read that, because there will be like spoilers. Probably. I'm not sure. From the altar set up in front of the shrine, the drums sounded with a booming echo. It was the finale of the festival. The thing is that it's like a 100-hour visual novel into 2 hours, so they probably cut out a lot of this crap, or it would be changed so much. I'll be going off then. Uh-oh, I need to go and get myself a good spot too. Well then everyone, see you in a bit. Now this plot, so is this... Yeah, okay, fair enough. Both Rika-chan and Tomitaki-san gave their farewells and disappeared into the crowd. I wish both of you the best in your endeavours. Now, shall we be off? Yeah, might as well go see Rika-chan's charming figure. Let's go. Hi. Yeah, huh? Where's Reina? What are you doing? Keiichi-kun, Mi-chan, save me. She was carrying such a ridiculously large stuffed animal. She was being carried by the flow of the people. What is she doing? She must have had her hands full taking care of that bear. So I'll leave Reina in your care, Kei-chan. I have my hands full of taking care of Sataka. Who would want to be looked after by you, Beyond-san? Ouch, please don't let go of my arm. Oh, please let go of my arm. I don't know what I said. Yes, you did. Did they say anything? I only heard the door. I might end up once this scene finishes. Before losing sight of Mion, I grabbed the back of Reina's collar. Oh hey Alex, it's been a while. Keiichi-kun, not there, don't grab me there. Oh what? Always so bossy. Where can I grab then? Oh I don't feel ashamed at all. Reina was ashamed enough for the both of us. I grabbed onto Reina's hand and dashed after Mion and the others. Yeah, it is. Just not yet. We're gonna be late. Let's hurry up. I hadn't realised Reina's hand was so delicate. Maybe she needed a little bit more exercise and nutrition. This wasn't what I meant, not at all. My ears burned. I tried to keep calm. I repeated the phrase, keep it together, Keiichi might borrow in my mind, but it didn't look like I would be able to anytime soon. Colin. I really didn't want Reina to see my face right then, so I pushed onwards, dragging her along without ever looking back once. There was already a huge group of people gathered at the altar in front of the shrine. The fire at the altar made it as bright as midday and just as hot. There was a pile of futons water with sanctioned rope in front of the altar. Come to think of it, they did say it was a festival where they did something with the cotton and futons. Keiichi-san, Reina-san, we're over here. Satoko waved her hand from the front row. Sorry. Making our way through the mass of people, we reached the spot they'd saved. How was it? Were you able to have a little bit of Reina, a little excitement with Reina? You punk, so that's what your plan was. Instead of replying, Mio gave us a perverse grin. How was it, Reina? Was Kei-chan's hand bigger than you thought it would be? Oh boy. Reina turned bright, past the steam shooting out of her. I heard something slice through the air and turned around to see Mion on the ground with a welt on her face. Evil lolly spotted where? Mion, where were you hit? Between the hat and hoe of her house. Reina, it's not good to punch your friends to hide your embarrassment. I didn't hit her. Whatever. The thunder clouds beat out of the drum echo, silence in the crowd. Her, yeah. You must all be quiet, it's beginning. It was a solemn ritual. Rika-chan entered dressed as a shrine maiden, followed by members of the municipal committee. I can't say that word. The elders all looked at Rika-chan and clasped their hands in praise. The only thing allowed to disturb the profound silence was the flash from Tomitake-san's camera. What's that big thing Rika-chan is holding? A hoe that's used for this festival. It's a sacred farming tool that only the shrine maiden may touch. It was an awkward shape for a piece of farm equipment, not uncommon for something used in rituals. After reciting a Shinto prayer, Rika-chan approached the pile of futons gathered at the altar. She swung the hoe skillfully, ploughing it into the futons. Each and every little movement of this performance probably had to be done in a certain way. Without a doubt, this was the ritual. What's next? Airing out futons? She's purifying futons that absorbed illnesses from people all over the winter. She said her. Oh, that's rude. Rika-chan's cute. So when Kei-chan said airing out futons, he wasn't completely wrong. I don't think she's 18, you can't say that. She's like 12, maybe 10. Something like that, yeah. Oh, did you look it up? Rika-chan's face was already dripping with sweat. That hoe was probably really heavy. She staggered side to side, the momentum of each swing. Satoko looked on, silently lending her support. Worried? We could practice every single day with a mochi hammer. Oh, I know what that is. She will certainly prevail. Satoko's hands were sweaty, and whenever Rika-chan started to sway a little, she held her breath. Yeah, that makes sense. Emoji hammer, not quite. Why wasn't being a candidate to be the shrine maiden? If it was wrong, having Rika-chan swing around something so heavy. I'd do it if they asked me, you know. And, well, this is definitely not 12-year-olds. I'd do it if they asked me, you know. And, well, it's not something just anyone could do. Yeah, like a vampire. Shrine maidens need to be pure after all. Wow. With the thud of a big drum, Rika-chan gave a solemn bow and descended from the altar. That triggered a round of generous applause. After the Shinto priest had raised up the cleansed futons like a portable altar, the spectators stood up. Following after the priest, we all marched on a moderate pace. that loophole. Yeah. They descended the shrine's giant stairs a little. What's happening now? Washing the futons in the river. Onikakushi means setting cotton adrift, you know. Oh, I feel like this scene is like really long. I'm not sure. The procession continued right up the bank of the stream. A fire was stoked high and it was bright as day here too. People started crowding around. It was clamoring. Alright, get in line. Line up, Keiji-kun. I wondered what was up. Maybe we get some holy wine. Red and white bean buns. It's not food. I said it was cotton. Ah, but of course they didn't call it the Watanagashi for nothing. I finally understood. The municipal committee members pulled out the cotton from inside the futons and balled it up like Mochi, handing it out to people. Reina dove into the line and brought out some for me as well. We then proceeded to the bank of the stream. Since it's your first time, Kate, you can just copy what I do. She held the cotton in her hand and waving her hand, as if to purify it, she touched it into her forehead, chest, navel, and both thighs. Oh boy. You do this 3 times and silently give thanks to Oyashiro-sama. Oh god, I remember this. The name of the shrine's god? Yes, it's the guardian deity of Hinamizawa. It brings both miracles and curses, so you must show it some respect. It was officially a resident of Hinamizawa now, after all. Doing as Reina showed me, I touched the cotton over myself 3 times. Thank you, Oyashiro-sama. Thank you, Oyashiro-sama. Thank you, Oyashiro-sama. This way, all the evil that possesses you is sucked out by the cotton. Then it let it gently drift away on the stream, and you're done. Together, Reina and I set a piece of cotton afloat on the surface of the water. The flowers of cotton blooming in the water had sucked out all the evil festering in the Hinamizawa and drifted off, disappearing into the distance. I might stop talking. No, Reina's like, what, like 15 or something? She's just a little bit childish. I think I'm gonna just like click through it, so I can't really be too loud at the moment, so I'm gonna end up pretty soon. One with a bigger axe, yeah. Oh, there we go. Alright, that's a perfect place to end it, actually. I might stream somewhere else, but I won't be like talking much.